We live our lives. We're born, we die, we live. Through our seemingly peaceful reality, we see some unsettling things. Threats that could end our peaceful lives. And some that could just send us to the deepest depths of insanity. These creatures, or beings, or whatever they may be, are the ones that are watching you as you sleep. Hello my horror-loving viewers, I'm the Gothic Slender Man and I have a new Gothic truth for you. Today we're looking at the creatures that strike fear in our hearts and souls. We're looking at the top 10 scariest creatures. Now remember, these creatures can lie in fiction or reality, or some cases in between. We're not looking for any specific kind of horror creature. However, we do have rules. Rule number 1, no species. No werewolves, vampires, etc. We're only focusing on creatures that are only one of their kind, or if they are a species, there's only a few of them. Number 2, no characters who first appear in movies and video games, because we all know they lie within fiction. But doesn't mean if they have a game or movie, doesn't mean they couldn't be based off of those creatures I'm about to talk about. Number 3, no creepypasta characters. We want to focus on characters that existed for long periods of time, and are also relevant at the same time. Which means no Jeff the Killer, no Rake, no Ben, etc. However, that doesn't mean we can't touch the subject of creepypasta characters another time. Without further ado, let's get started with number 10. Number 10, BM. Now, a little bit of a warning. In this section, I will refer to the character as BM, because some people feel uncomfortable just hearing the name. And every time I say the name BM, a subtitle will appear saying the actual name. Just for the people who actually do get uncomfortable and paranoid. Who is BM? Well, no one really knows. They say she's just a girl behind a mirror, but it's more than that. You can summon her by going into a bathroom, turning all the lights off, maybe with a little bit of candles, spinning around 3 times while saying her name 3 times. Turn the lights back on, and she could be in the mirror. They've been warned. If she really does appear within the mirror, you're as good as dead. They say there are multiple ways that this girl could kill you. Whether it's just taking your eyes, or simply killing you off for taking you within the mirror. Some say it only works in specific locations. Some say you don't need to use a bathroom, and some say you can even use objects that have their own reflection but don't classify as a mirror. No one really knows who this being really is. However, it's still a threat, but also an urban legend. The worst kind of pain we can experience is the thought of future pain. However, the thought of future death can drive us to the deepest depths of insanity, because no one really knows what happens in the afterlife, even if you have your mind set that your religion is the right one, whether you're a Christian, a Jew, Muslim, etc. We cannot be 100% sure what's going to happen. But there have been rumors of a skeleton in a black cloak named Death. When you die, this being will come to you and guide you to the afterlife. If it wasn't unsettling enough by the fact you're dead, you're being guided by a skeleton in a robe, most likely holding a scythe. There are different depictions of death out there. Some are comical, like Grimm from The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, and Lord Death from Soul Eater. However, all have the same purpose, to guide you to the afterlife, wherever that may be. For all you Christians out there, you may relate to this one, Satan. Satan is a lord and ruler of hell. From my research, and correct me if I'm wrong, he used to be an angel. In fact, he used to be the most powerful and beautiful angel out there. However, he wanted to replace God. So as a punishment, God turned him into the devil and banished him to the depths of hell. Ever since then, Satan's been ruling hell with an iron fist, getting pleasure from hearing the screams of torture for those who have sinned and not turned to God. But really, who's the real bad guy? The one who's merely doing his job, or the one who sends you to hell for not turning to him? That's just a little thought. SCP-173. One of the first, and possibly the first, SCP to be sent into a website called the SCP Foundation. SCP stands for Secure, Contain, Protect, and SCP-173 is one of the objects that's secured, contained, and most likely protected. SCP-173 is a statue made out of concrete, however with a strange ability to move as long as it's not being looked at with eye contact. If you blink, it'll warp towards you. If you ever played the game SCP Containment Breach, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. If SCP-173 just gets to you, they'll most likely just snap your neck or strangle you to death. Here's something not a lot of people know about. A Japanese urban legend named Kuchisaki Onna, which is Japanese for split-mouthed woman. Split-mouthed woman will usually find you if you're walking around in the middle of the night by yourself. She'll go up to you in a trench coat and a mask and ask, "Am I beautiful?" If you say no, she'll kill you. If you say yes, she'll remove the hood and take off her mask, revealing your true face. Now, here's a new question. How about now? Even if you say yes or no, she'll kill you with the same pair of scissors she's holding, slicing you in half. But if you say something like, "You're so-and-so," or in between, it'll most likely confuse her, giving you a chance to run. But let's hope you run like hell, because if she catches you, you're done. So no matter what, even if you do trick her, you can still get killed. I know this one didn't seem like much. However, it's a thought of what's out there while we're walking in the dark that scares us the most. The Kraken. The Kraken is a large sea creature that swims under the ocean, sinking many ships and killing everyone on it. Some people say the Kraken looks like a giant squid. Some others say it looks like a totally different beast. One thing's for certain, the Kraken is a dangerous, dangerous being. And even on something like the Titanic, well, basically something the same size as the Titanic, could cause hell. Some people say the Kraken is out there somewhere, but we don't know for sure. Shokujinki, as it's pronounced in Japanese language, or human-eating ghosts. Human-eating ghosts, or Shokujinki, were once human beings like us, filled with greed and selfishness, and later on were cursed to walk around as these human-eating ghosts in the afterlife, only in the graveyards. They walk around eating the corpses of many new dead bodies, and sometimes live ones if they catch you off guard. Sometimes they pitch valuables from your pockets that are left behind. Kids, just remember, play in the graveyards all you want, but who knows who's watching. And for all of you who are greedy and selfish, you just might get what you deserve, becoming one of these bastards. Carbotus, or Charbotus. I'm going to refer to him as Carbotus unless there's a different pronunciation for the creature. Carbotus appears within Greek mythology, most likely in the story The Odyssey. Carbotus was once a beautiful woman, however was cursed by Poseidon and turned into a sea creature. A sea monster unlike anything else. The sea creature creates whirlpools with its mouth, eating countless men in their ships, and even half of Odysseus' men. Let's not forget the god of war she almost killed. Jokes aside, no one knows what this creature even looks like. All we know is, well, mainly, create whirlpools, and she was once human, but punished by Poseidon. The Slender Man. I already talked about the Slender Man countless times, my own cousin. However, many people would say he's a creepypasta character. He appeared in 2009 in, he was created by Victor Surge into Something Awful Forums, entered in a contest for the scariest picture. Of course, Victor Surge won, and the Slender Man's popularity grew. The Slender Man is a tall man with no face and a black suit, with tentacles on his back that follows you throughout the forest in misty areas. I can't say what he does, because it'll go against the Slender laws. However, I should say they're very unpleasant. Let's just hope he doesn't run into you. Now, many people would say he's a creepypasta character, but he was created before creepypasta, and he was basically the influence of creepypasta. So you could basically say he's either the god or father of creepypasta. and all the other stories that follow it. Cthulhu, or also known as the one who's dead but dreaming, is, well, dead but dreaming, in a place called Rahil, where the stars are right, the sea will rise up and Cthulhu will awaken and take over the world. Cthulhu spreads madness just by looking into his eyes. The being with a human-like body, squid face, and dragon wings, and an incredible size. Oh, and by the way, did you know he's also in fair use? You could use Cthulhu inside your stories, whether they be in, for him being an antagonist, a protagonist, or anything like that. He appeared inside Freakazoid, The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, South Park, and there was a creature that was very similar to a Justice League TV show. However, I don't think the people who made that really thought he was fair use. There was also another appearance of him inside the Ghostbusters. The creature's so popular, yet so misunderstood of how powerful and dangerous he could be, deserves to be number 1 on this list, over top of my own cousin, the Slender Man. Well, there you have it, my top 10 scariest creatures. If you like my list, or disagree with it, put your own suggestions down below of creatures I did not mention. And as you think about that, you might want to look behind you. We all see fish in the ceiling, at least once in our lives. Hey, Jake. Did that scare you? I bet it was scary, Jake.